There was once a talented young writer. He had for months locked himself in his room, struggling with a particular text, unable to find the right words to express what was on his mind. One particularly intensive day, after several sleepless nights, his concentration was so focused on the text that interference between his thoughts and the radio waves in his room presented him with a portal into the second universe. But what seemed like a chance encounter was actually instigated by a muse who had felt his presence through the intensity of his frustrations. Her assignment had been to use her body to generate different frequencies that responded to the first universe, and that would then affect its configuration and well-being. And so once he entered the second universe and became comfortable with its laws of physics, the writer and the muse rejoiced. After he went back to the first universe, the writer was ecstatic about his encounter, but already missed the muse's presence. He immediately began thinking of ways he could make her appear in the first universe, so he could see her and therefore always have her close by him. And so he decided to try and capture her essence, and since he was a writer, he did this through writing. But he soon felt like he had not captured her fully, and so when she invited him again, he once again encountered her in the second universe. The only rule the writer had to follow was to keep his eyes closed while in the second universe. This continued, and with every encounter, the writer was able to extract more and more of her essence for his writing, feeling he was getting closer and closer to his goal of transferring her into the first universe. In a fit of passion, he lost what little patience he had left for the slow process to capture her bit by bit. He could no longer resist the curiosity and urge to see her whole form before him, and he opened his eyes. But by doing so, he broke the only rule that he had to follow in the second universe, and discovered before him the lifeless body of the muse. Back in the first universe, the writing that had made the writer so happy, and which he thought was bringing her presence closer to him, now meant nothing to him. He realized it was her real self he needed, and now would never directly encounter her again. Her captured stillness made the absence of her living, breathing, moving form that much more evident. The writer had been cut off from his source of inspiration, and quickly regressed back into his struggling state, trying in vain to express the writing something that he now knew lay outside the scope of the first universe alone.